There's trumpet mouthpiece. This is all you're going to need to practice making a sound. All of our sounds on trumpet and all other brass instruments start on your mouthpiece. If you can't get a good sound on here, you're not going to be able to get a good sound on your instrument. So I'm going to give you some flexibility exercises to work on to really practice building up those muscles in your face and your embouchure, and also working on some air support as well, because trumpet takes a lot of air to play. Just like all of the other wind instruments, you need to create wind. You really have to push your air fast in order to get a good sound out of trumpet. So changing between high sounds and low sounds is not connected to the fingers that you use on your trumpet. It's directly connected to what your mouth is doing in your mouthpiece. So a lot of the notes on trumpet you actually change with how tight or loose your lips are. If you can remember, loose lips, low sound, and then tight lips, high sound, that's going to help you make those little adjustments as you're playing to get the right sound and right notes and pitches out of your instrument. So if I buzz with loose lips without my mouthpiece, I'm going to lick my lips first. Think of the letter M. And then push my air through. Try to create that buzz. So if I do that, that's going to give me a low sound. If I tighten my lips up and press my lips together harder and speed my air up, then I'm going to get a higher sound or a higher note or a higher pitch on my mouthpiece or my trumpet. When I do that, I'm then going to put my mouthpiece up and place it in the middle of my lips. So you always want to make sure your mouthpiece is right in the middle of your lips, and then you're going to press your lips together and start your buzz. So you're really going to have to push to get that buzz sound now because you've got your mouthpiece there. You never want to push your mouthpiece really hard on your face. You want to make sure that your mouthpiece is just resting on your lips so that they can still buzz easily. If I tighten my lips up and buzz faster, or super loose, and then I can hear all those different sounds. If I did that on my trumpet, now I'm going to be able to play all those different sounds on my trumpet because I'm getting those sounds on my mouth first. So when I'm doing that, there is an exercise called sirens that you can try. And you can kind of see how my face is changing as well when I do that. But it's exactly what you think it sounds like. It sounds like a siren on a police car or an ambulance or a fire truck. So it's basically starting with super loose lips on those low sounds, and you're going to gradually tighten everything up and pull your sound up, make it a higher sound, and then you're going to gradually relax everything to come back down to a low sound again. So if I do that, you can actually see my face moving as well to give you an idea of what to do. So I'll start low. So you can see I'm kind of smiling, kind of higher, and then everything kind of comes back to my mouthpiece again and relax. So as I'm doing that, I'm changing all of those notes and I'm gradually pulling them up to a high sound and then loosening down to a low sound. So I'll try again. You can kind of see from the side. So my mouth is kind of doing this first and then this and that again. Right? So my mouth and all those muscles in my face are adjusting at the same time to help me change those different sounds. Once you can do that really well, then you can do that very easily on your trumpet and change that and build that flexibility to change between those high sounds and low sounds. You can start the opposite way as well. You can try from a high sound to a low sound and come back up again. So once you get really good at sirens, you can try to do a whole bunch of them and try to get all those different peaks and valleys with your sound in there as well. And you can try to do a whole bunch of sirens in a row. Sirens are really going to make a big difference in your trumpet playing. It's going to make it way easier to change between high notes and low notes on your instrument because you're basically giving all of your face muscles a workout whenever you do those things like sirens. You can also try to tongue separate notes on your mouthpiece. So if you use your tongue, you're going to just try to think of ta, 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 ta. So that with your air is t, 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 through your instrument. If I did that on my mouthpiece, So I'm doing kind of like if you're spitting out sunflower seed shells after you've eaten them. Kind of that same idea. So your tongue is just kind of staying right behind your front teeth, and you're just kind of hitting there to kind of bump your airstream to separate those notes. That's called tonguing in music, or articulating the notes to make them all separate. So your tongue is going to help you to do that. So trying to start your notes with a T, right? So you're thinking of ta, 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 ta. Your tongue's doing this through your instrument to allow your air to go through to get that good sound. So those are some things that you can work on to start building up your trumpet embouchure muscles. And then when you're ready, we're going to start to add our trumpet and start to learn some fingers and some notes and some songs. Good luck.